Some love stories are not about finding love, they are about understanding it. Some summers do not last forever, but the feelings they leave behind never really fade. We Will Always Have Summer by Jenny Han is the final chapter of the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. It is not just a story about romance, it is a story about growing up, making mistakes, and learning to choose with your heart instead of fear. This is Bally's story. 2 years have passed. Bally is no longer the girl counting down days until summer. She is in college now, living away from home, trying to figure out who she wants to become. And she is in love. Jeremiah Fisher is her boyfriend. He is warm, open, and emotionally present in a way that her earlier boyfriend Conrad never was. With Jeremiah, Bally feels chosen. She feels secure. She feels safe. Their relationship is comfortable. They laugh easily. They understand each other, and most importantly, Jeremiah never makes Bally feel invisible. For Bally, this relationship feels like proof that she has moved on. Moved on from Conrad, moved on from heartbreak, moved on from the confusion that once ruled her heart. She believes this is what real love is supposed to feel like. But even the strongest relationships are tested. A fight breaks out between Bally and Jeremiah. It is not just about one argument, it is about buried insecurities, fear of losing each other, and uncertainty about the future. In the heart of emotion, Jeremiah suggests something shocking. Marriage. It is sudden, it is impulsive, and yet in that moment, it feels right to them. To Bally, marriage feels like stability, like certainty, like a way to lock in happiness before it slips away. She says yes, not because she has thought it through, but because she is afraid of what might happen if she does not. When Bally returns to Cousins Beach to share the news, everything shifts. Cousins is not just a place, it is memory, it is childhood, it is the version of herself she can never fully escape. And there, waiting like an unfinished sentence, is Conrad. Her first love, her deepest heartbreak, the boy who shaped her understanding of love before she even knew what love meant. Seeing him again stirs feelings Bally believed were long gone. Conrad is different now, quieter, more grounded, still guarded but more honest. The air between them is heavy with everything left unsaid. As wedding plans moved forward, cracks began to appear. Bally starts noticing things she ignored before. Jeremiah's jealousy, their unresolved arguments, the way they rush instead of reflect. Jeremiah senses it too. He loves Bally deeply, but he feels Conrad's presence even when Conrad says nothing. The unspoken truth hangs between all three of them. Bally begins asking herself questions she has been avoiding. Am I marrying Jeremiah because I love him, or because I am afraid of being alone? Am I choosing certainty over truth? For years, Conrad stayed silent. He hid his feelings behind distance and anger. But now he speaks. He tells Bally the truth. He never stopped loving her. He admits that his mistakes came from fear, not indifference, from grief, not lack of care. For the first time, Bally sees Conrad clearly, not as a dream, not as a memory, but as a flawed human being who has grown. And that clarity changes everything. Bally realizes something painful but important. She has been running from uncertainty, running from vulnerability, running from the love that once broke her heart. Jeremiah represents safety, but Conrad represents truth. And love, she learns, cannot survive on comfort alone. It requires honesty, courage. It requires choosing even when the choice is hard. Bally makes the hardest decision of her life. She calls off the wedding. It hurts Jeremiah deeply. It breaks friendships. It shatters expectations. But it is the right thing to do. For the first time, Bally chooses growth over fear. She chooses herself. Time passes, life continues, Belly focuses on college, on independence, on becoming whole on her own. She learns that love does not need to be rushed, that happiness does not come from avoiding pain. Jeremiah moves on, Conrad steps back, and Belly grows. Years later, Belly and Conrad find each other again. Not through longing, not through chaos, but through understanding. Their love is quieter now, stronger, built on honesty, not idealism. The story ends with peace because some summer ends, but the love that matters awaits. We will always have summer reminds us that love is not about choosing what feels easy, it is about choosing what feels true, it is about growing up, letting go, and trusting yourself enough to wait for the right kind of love. And sometimes the love you were meant for finds you again. We will always have summer is not just a love story, it is a quiet lesson in growing up. One of the biggest things this novel teaches us is that comfort is not the same as love. Sometimes we choose what we feel safe because we are afraid of being hurt again. But real love asks for honesty, not just security. Through Bally's journey, we learn that running from pain does not heal us. Avoiding difficult emotion only delays the truth. Healing begins when we stop pretending and start listening to our own hurt. This novel also shows that love changes as we grow. What felt right at 16 may not be right at 20, and that does not mean we were wrong before, it simply means we are evolving. Another important lesson is about decision making. Big life choices should not be made in fear or urgency. Marriage, commitment, and love needs clarity, not pressure. Belly's impulsive decision teaches us how easy it is to confuse certainty with happiness. We will always have summer also reminds us that first love leaves a mark, whether it lasts or not. First love shapes us, it teaches us how deeply we can feel, but it does not always define where we end up. Perhaps the most powerful learning is this: choosing yourself is not selfish. When Belly calls off the wedding, she disappoints others, but she finally respects her own truth. The novel shows us that maturity is not about pleasing everyone. It is about being honest, even when it hurts. Finally, the story teaches us patience. Some love stories do not end when we want them to. They pause, they wait, they return when both peoples are ready. We will always have summer leaves us with a simple message. Love is not about rushing, it is about timing, growth, and courage. And sometimes the most important choice we make is choosing the version of ourselves we want to become. If this story touched you in any way, do not forget to like the video. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more honest book summaries and stories that make you think and feel. And tell me in the comments. I would love to read your thoughts. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.